Have you heard about the new miracle weight loss injections that are helping people to shed tens, if not hundreds of pounds in a matter of weeks or months? Well, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. I'm Dr. Patty Barch. I'm a traditional naturopath and owner of Naturally Unbridled Wellness in Onalaska, Wisconsin. But prior to becoming a natural health expert, I actually did 8 years of cancer research and drug development. Back then, if a new drug that was coming to the market created side effects that were actually worse than the condition that it was supposed to treat, then those drugs got shut down, shelved, sent back to the drawing board. These days, they just get a disclaimer and they get prescribed to the tune of millions. So these new drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy, these are drugs that had been developed for diabetes, which in most cases, type 2 diabetes is the result of lifestyle. These drugs were designed to help people to continue to carry on that lifestyle and get their blood sugar back into balance. But what happened was when they put those people on these drugs, they lost all kinds of weight. And so they're prescribed off label, meaning for a reason other than why they were developed, for weight loss. And the stuff is bubbling to the surface at this point. These are not miracle drugs. These are poison. And I'm going to read you some of the side effects. How is being skinny being better than these things? So some of these aren't that big of a deal, but where do I get to the big kicker at the end? So side effects of Ozempic: a lump in the neck, difficulty swallowing, cough, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, upper abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting. Okay, upper abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting. Remember that, because I'm going to get to what's going on there. Blurred vision, spots or dark strings floating in your vision, fluctuating vision, vision loss, dark or empty areas in your vision. Do you like to drive? Because that might go away. Shakiness, nervousness, anxiety, sweating, chills, clamminess, irritability, impatience, confusion, fast heart rate, lightheadedness, dizziness, hunger, decreased urination, swelling in your legs, ankles, or feet, fatigue, rash, itching, and shock. Get help right away if you have nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and constipation. I'm going to get to that, and you're going to be floored. Wegovy: hives, difficulty breathing, swelling of your face and lips, tongue or throat, sudden vision loss, blurred vision, tunnel vision, eye pain or swelling, seeing halos around lights, fast, irregular, or pounding heartbeats, fluttering in your chest, shortness of breath, sudden dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting, severe headache, confusion, slurred speech, arm or leg weakness, trouble walking, loss of coordination, feeling unsteady, very stiff or rigid muscles, high fever, profuse sweating, and tremors. Get medical help right away. Nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, abdominal pain. Wait till I tell you. Headache, fatigue, indigestion, heartburn, dizziness, bloating, belching, low blood sugar, gas, enteritis, and GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Serious eye symptoms such as vision loss, blurred vision, tunnel vision, eye pain, etc. Okay, so you can go blind, and have trouble walking, all of that. But here's the kicker that they're not talking about. It's called gastroparesis, which means a paralyzed stomach. So what was happening, and there are tons of people who are reporting this side effect, and here's the thing. When you go off the drug, there are people who have gone off this drug for over a year. They've been off the drug for a year and they still have gastroparesis. Their stomach is paralyzed, meaning food can go into the stomach and it can't go through. The stomach will not push it through to the intestines, so it has to come back up. So what happens is you get this food in your stomach, and because it doesn't leave the stomach, it freaking rots. it putrefies. So people report like this really bad belching, like sulfuric belching, because the food is putrefying in their stomach. It can't leave, and eventually the body just throws, makes you throw it up, which, that could be really fun, throwing up putrefied food that smells like rotten eggs. I'm sure that's a pleasant experience. But you'll be skinny. This is no joke. That people who are taking these drugs are feeling like there's no other way that they can lose weight. And that is simply not true. Yes, there are people who have endocrine or hormonal imbalances who need additional support above and beyond eating a whole foods diet. But get away from processed food, get away from high fructose corn syrup, and start working with someone who can teach you what to eat and when to eat it. So a lot of the things that people will do to try to lose weight, they're just bad strategies. So they might jack up their metabolism so that they actually rebound and gain more weight than they lost. Things that they did to lose weight when they were 30 aren't working when they're 50. There are loads of things that can be addressed, but there's no human being on the planet who cannot be helped without these toxic drugs that can leave you blind and with a feeding tube. Literally, if your stomach doesn't work, your only option to not starve to death is a feeding tube. Sometimes going up your nose, down your throat, and through your stomach into your intestines, or from the side, like through your body right into your intestines. There are better ways to lose weight. Shari Medico, who works here, is a certified weight management consultant. She is a guru when it comes to metabolism and weight. She has been helping people to optimize their health and wellness for decades prior to coming to work here in 2000. She owned her own fitness and wellness studio and really specializes in metabolism and physique. So if you are struggling to get to the weight you need, don't go counting calories, don't go buying microwave food in plastic dishes loaded with endocrine disruptors and inflammatory foods. You want to work with somebody who understands food, understands metabolism, and most importantly, understands the emotional component to any kind of weight issue and how to address that effectively. You don't need to go blind, and you don't need to have your stomach paralyzed. Okay? Peace out, peeps. Have a healthy day.